You know, this might be the most rushed I have ever started recording and editing a video, but I hope it turns out okay. My Create Aeronautics video, where I just screw around trying to figure everything out, is doing pretty decently well. And I know a lot of you guys are waiting for me to actually do something, instead of just throwing things into the void, like I seem to have done a lot. These are all prototypes I went through during building this. But this is a silly spaceship I started making. Now, it looks horrible right now. It is not finished. Like, the wings need a ton more work. I need to expand this backwards. That needs to go up a little more. Blah, blah, blah. I could go on for ages, but I'm not going to. Instead, I am going to just kind of run you guys through everything that I've gone through while building this. First is our source of power, which is these two steam engines down here. These do pretty much the entire running of the ship, besides some water wheels that I have going into like random places. There is a little bit of stress capacity not being used yet, but I was actually in the middle of upgrading these and getting those used right before I started recording. But this is the bottom layer. This is the bay. This is where I will eventually have radar targeted autocannons. That's what this setup and this room is going to be eventually. Got a couple cameras every now and then, because why not? But this is also where the bay door is, where I'm going to install some magnet ropes that can go down and just bring anything up and into here. That'll take a little bit of work, but it shouldn't be super hard to pull off. This is the main floor in my mind. Back here is a little storage I added for weight distribution. I actually didn't need to put anything back here. I put a couple things here, like the gun table. I need to find a 2-block thing to put over there, but that's about it. There's this balcony up here. It doesn't do much except for lead to 4 beds. If I go over here, these are the wing mechanisms, along with some catwalks to go around them and through them. All sorts of fun. What this does is this lets me tilt the wings forward, and this also provides power to all of these, which are an absolute repetitive mess, but I kind of like it. It looks cool. Got some benches, this long industrial hallway into the main control room. We got all sorts of devices in here. Most of these I didn't know what they did, so I just kind of played around with them. This is so you can look behind you FNAF style. It literally just looks behind, literally right there. This is where I put the diagram. It shows me all my silly little numbers I have to worry about. These are all the monitors I have. These up here don't do anything. This big one doesn't do anything, but I believe, yeah, these are the extra thruster fuel levels. That's the bay, future autocannon room, and then this one hasn't been set yet. If you go up here, this is just where the power source for the cockpit is. Or not really the whole thing. This is more, what did I have this go to? I don't actually remember. Oh, this is the display board for the fuel. Okay. This goes to the front thrusters, which was my temporary solution to the extreme front heaviness of this ship. Here's the display board where it shows me all the fuel. These are all lava buckets. But if I come out here, I have a pair of thrusters in the front here, because whenever I start moving this ship, it's extremely front heavy. And no matter how much weight I add to the back, it doesn't seem to balance out. So I did that for now. I'm not sure if it'll work. I don't think it does, but I'll have to figure that out later. Okay, W tilts the wings forward. A is just tilting the right wing. D is just tilting the left wing. R is the bay thrusters, and then space is the wing thrusters. So the bay thrusters I keep talking about, two kind of janky thrusters. They're literally going into the ship. And the reason for that is originally they were facing out like they were supposed to, but then I realized that would be going backwards as this is the front of the ship. It's kind of hard to tell where the front and back is, to be honest, even having built the ship myself. They still seem to work just fine. And I have these monitors here to tell me how much fluid is left in these, which I now know I can change to a smart observer and a display link, which I'll probably do soon. And then up here is our fuel storage that I built last night. This was my sleep-induced schizophrenia. We got 2 entries here, and yeah, I think this speaks for itself. There is so much space for lava and so many water wheels to power all of these pumps at max speed. This doesn't last very long. Each of these thrusters holds 5.4 buckets of lava, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have this many thrusters going and they go they use lava really quickly, I've learned. I don't know what the rate is, but I know it's fast. So you've got that many thrusters burning lava real quickly. This does not last long. Okay, I ran this ship for like maybe 5 seconds. Just 5 seconds of holding the spacebar using those wing thrusters, and it took that big of a chunk out of the first vessel. It's not, it's both of them. Okay, that's just even better. So out of both of the tanks, it took a big ol' sliver out of them. I do have a lot of lava space in here. Like, it can hold a lot. But I might have to add even more, which would be terrifying. Although I kind of have the perfect space to add some, if I do think about it. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to get this out here because I have been working really hard on this. I'm really proud of how it's starting to turn out. It looks a little janky, but it is what it is. I can always fix it later if I come up with an idea. But this has been super fun to build. I'm learning all kinds of new stuff about aeronautics, the create mod even. So if you want to watch me finish building this plane and probably build it in a survival series I'm planning, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Like this video so YouTube gets it further out there. I would really hate for me to put in all this work just for YouTube to kind of throw it in the garbage and no one ever sees it. And with that, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my silly little run through of what I've been doing here. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!